Good day, students. Welcome to Mathgotserved.com. In this clip, we're going to be going over lesson 1.1, powers of 10, exponents, and patterns. The types of problems that we'll be covering in this presentation is depicted here. So we have 60, 600, 6,000, and we're writing them in different ways, writing them as a number times powers of 10 in expanded and in exponential forms. Don't forget, we have 4 practice problems at the end of this presentation for you to try out in order to demonstrate mastery of the contents of this presentation. To gain access to our entire collection of courses, Arithmetic, Algebra 1, 2, Geometry, Pre-Calc, Calc, just take a look at the links in the description below. Alright, let's take a look at the instructions for question number 1. Instructions are as follows. We are to expand the powers of 10 by writing it in factored form using tens first. Okay, so you have to first write down the power of 10 in factored form using tens, and then you write down what the resulting answer is. Okay, all right, number 1a, let's say we have 10 to the first power. Okay, so in this particular case, 10 is the base and 1 is the exponent. So what does that mean? It means that if you write down this power as a product of factors of 10, this exponent shows you the number of times that this base will appear, okay, in its factored form using tens. So if we write down 10 to the first power in its factored form using tens, we're just going to write it as 10. There's going to be exactly 110 in its factored form using tens. All right, so the final answer here is just going to be 10. Okay, let's go ahead and box our answer. Okay, moving on to question number 1b, the B part. Now, what if we have 10 raised to the second power? All right, so what we're going to do first, following the instructions, we're just going to express it in factored forms using tens. All right, so 10 to the second power, the base is 10, and the exponent is 2. So what does that tell us? In factored form using tens, there are going to be 2 tens multiplied by each other. 10 multiplied by 10. We have 2 of them. That is what 10 to the second power is. Think of exponents as repeated multiplication. Okay, 10 to the second power means 10 times itself twice. Okay, so what is 10 times 10? 10 times 10 is 100. So hopefully you see a pattern here occurring. We're going to talk more about it in a second after we finish the other 2 parts of question number 1. There's a much faster way of doing it without even writing it as in its factored form using products of 10. So let's go ahead and look at this question number C. What if you have 10 to the third power? Let's think about the factored form first. What do you think it's going to look like if we write this in factored form using tens? The base is 10, the power is 3, so we're going to have 10 multiplied by itself 3 times. The exponent tells you how many times you multiply the base by itself. 10 times 10 times 10. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a total of 3 tens that are being multiplied by themselves. Okay? And can you guess what the final answer is? It's going to be 1,000. Now, what's the pattern? We are multiplying tens, powers of 10. You just simply count the number of zeros, right? So 1, 2, 3, you have 1, 2, 3, and put the 1 there. Okay, for 10 times 10, 0, 0. That's a quick way to do it. All right, The power basically tells you the number of zeros that you have when you write it out in its expanded form. All right, let's try one more. This one should be pretty easy for you to do. D, what about 10 to the fourth power? Following the same pattern, how many 10s do you think will be multiplied here? The base is 10. The power is 4, or exponent is 4, so that means that you're going to be multiplying 10 by itself 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Like that. Okay, we have a total of 4. Now, what do you think 10 to the fourth power is? Without even looking at this product right here, what do you think 10 to the fourth power is going to be? Oh, I forgot to put a comma here. 10 to the fourth power is going to be, you're going to have 1 followed by how many zeros? 4 zeros. The power or exponent tells you exactly how many zeros the expanded form will have. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. 10,000 is your final answer. All right. So the pattern I was talking about earlier is just by looking at the exponent associated with the 10, you can automatically tell the number of zeros that the expanded form will have. Okay. All right, so we're going to extend that idea to other numbers. Question number 2 and 3. The task here is to find the product. All right, so as mathematicians, you always want to look for patterns to help you carry out your computations in a much more efficient manner. Okay, that's what mathematics is all about, looking for patterns, right? Okay, so 2a, 7 times 10. What is 7 times 10? Now, if we wanted to compute 7 times 10 using the long way, 7 times 10 basically means that we're going to add 7 to itself 10 times and then add them all up, okay? But take a look at this pattern. 7 times 10 is equal to, if you do it the long way, you're going to end up with 70. All right, so how would you explain the pattern? What is the quickest way to compute 7 times 10 without adding 7 to itself 10 times? You notice you just multiply 7 and 1 and they just add the 0, append the 0 next to it, 70. Okay, let's try another example. The B part. The more of these you start to see the pattern. Okay, we're taking a look at integers times powers of 10. What is 7 times 100? If you want to do this the long way, you're going to write down 7 100 times and add them all up. It's very painful, right? But using the pattern, we can easily do this in seconds as opposed to taking forever to work it out by counting sticks, right? So 7 times 100, you just simply multiply 7 by 1, which is 7, and append the 2 zeros next to it, 700. All right, let's try another one. 2C. What is 7 times 1,000? Now, if you want to do this using addition method, repeated addition, you're going to write down 1,000 sevens and going to add them all up. That's a pain, right? But using this pattern that we're generating here, we can easily know what the answer is. 7 times 1 is 7, and then you append the zeros. Bam, bam, bam. 7 times 1,000 is 7,000. Last one, this should be really easy for you to do. What is 7 times 10,000? 7 times 10,000, you just simply multiply 7 by the 1, you get 7, and then you append the zeros. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There goes your answers. Those are the products. Alrighty, let's go ahead and unbox our answers for question number 2. Okay, let's take a look at number 3. We're going to increase the level of complexity slightly. We're going to be looking at numbers, integers times powers of 10. But it's not going to be too difficult because all we're just going to be doing is combining our knowledge from problem 1 and 2. So what is 4 times 10 to the first power? So what we're going to do here is we're going to use our order of operations to make sure we're computing this correctly. Our order of operations is please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Okay, parenthesis first, exponent second, multiply and divide from left to right. add and subtract from left to right. Okay, so here we have multiplication, I have exponents. Which one do you think we will do first using our order of operations? We're going to do exponent first, right? So what is 10 to the first power? What is that? 10 to the first power just basically means the number of times that you're going to multiply this base. The number of times this base shows up in the expanded form using this base, okay? So we have 10 to the first power. So how many 10s are there going to be? In the expanded form, there's just going to be exactly 1 10 because the power is 1. Oh, look at it right here. 1a, we already did that. 10 to the first power is just 10. Okay? So now what is 4 times 10? Using the pattern we talked about in number 2, just simply multiply 4 by the 1, which is 4, and append the 0. Bam. Okay, let's try another example. What if you have 4 times 10 to the second power? So let's use the order of operations here. We're going to do the exponents first. Okay, what is 10 to the second power? 10 to the second power is simply 10 times 10, or 1 with 2 zeros, because the pattern we developed in number 1, we realized that the power or exponent tells you how many zeros that power of 10 is going to have. So 10 to the second power will have 1 with 2 zeros because the power here is 2. That's 4 times 100. And the answer is multiply 4 by 1, which is 4, and append 2 zeros. Moving along. The next one, what do you think 4 times 10 to the third power is? You can guess what the final answer is, right? But let's do the intermediate step using order of operations. Is going to be 4 times 10 to the third is a 1 with 3 zeros. We already know what that pattern is. And then 4 times 1,000, just 4 times 1 is 4, and then you have the zeros. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. And then D, 4 times, what about 4 times 10 to the fourth power? Okay, so for this one, in the expanded form is 4 times 1 with 4 zeros. All right, and when you're multiplying, let's say you're multiplying vertically, right? Or you have to start multiplying from the ones place first. So if you multiply 4 by these 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, you automatically know that they're going to be 4 zeros, and then 4 times 1 is 4, okay? So you multiply starting with the ones place. So you're going to have 4 with 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's not forget our commas. Ladies and gentlemen, there goes the answers to question number 3. Let's go ahead and box them. Bam, 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 bam. Don't forget, if you have any questions about any of these problems, just put it in the comment section below, and I'll be more than glad to assist you with whatever questions you have. All right, in question number 4, the last part, before we finish this off, we're going to be working backwards, okay? We're going to be looking at products, and we're going to be expressing them as a number times powers of 10 in expanded and exponent forms. So let's write down the instructions. We're to express the given numbers as a number times powers of 10 in expanded, that's multiplied all the way, and exponent forms. All right, so let's take a look at the first one. Question number 4A. 50. How can we write 50 as a number times a power of 10? You can write 50 as, so you just take the 5, extract that integer part, times 10 to the what power? How many zeros are there here? It's just 1 0, so it's going to be 5 times 10, okay? which is 10 in expanded form. If we want to write this as an exponent, since there's exactly one 10 here, when it's written as in factored form using 10 as a factor, it's going to be 10 to the 1 because there's just one 10 here. Okay? All right, the B part. What if you have 500? If you want to write this as a number times a power of 10 in expanded form, it's going to be 5 times, how do you say this? 500, right? So it's going to be 5 times, you know what it is? 100. 2 zeros here, so there are going to be 2 zeros in expanded form, okay? How about exponent form? 5 times 10 to the base is 10. What's the exponent or power going to be? You just look at the number of zeros, right? There are 2 zeros, so bam, the power is going to be 2. Moving right along, what about 5,000? 5,000 is going to be 5 times what? You already know what it is. 1,000. Just by saying it alone, you have an idea as to what it's going to be. And then if you want to write this in exponent form, you have 5 times, what is 1,000 as a power of 10? Is 10 to the third because you have 3 zeros there. Okay. All right. Last but not the least, then we'll have you do some practice problems to demonstrate mastery of what we just went over. 50,000. What is that going to be? That's going to be 5 times. There are 4 zeros here, so it's going to be 5 times 10,000. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, that's it in expanded form, a number times the power of 10 in expanded form. If we want to write that as an exponent, it's going to be 5 times 10 to the 4th. Okay, so there goes your answers to question number 4. Alrighty, now it's your turn to do some practice problems. There are 4 problems we'd like you to try out in order to demonstrate mastery of what we just talked about. So go ahead and pause the video presentation at this time. Try out the 4 problems, and when you are done, you can click on the playback button in order to see what the correct answers are. Alright, so go ahead and pause the video at this time and get started. Alrighty, welcome back. Hopefully you had a chance to try out the problems. So here are the solutions to the questions. Go ahead and check your answers at this time. When you're done checking work, we'd like to know how well did you do in these practice problems. Let us know in the comment section below. And if there are any questions that you have, just post it in the comment section. Or you can ask Mrs. E, and she'll be glad to explain the steps to you. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this presentation. Let us know what you think about this presentation in the comment section below. If you found the contents helpful in your study of exponents or powers of 10, do give us a like or thumbs up. If you have additional questions, comments, or special requests, just post it in the comment section below and we'll be glad to assist. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share with your friends. Tons of support resources can be found on Mathgotserved.com. Thanks again for watching and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.